Memphis, 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 nothing but Memphis.
That's my Memphis Showboats right here on the Captain's Log. I'm your host, Brandon, aka the Captain. It's a great day to be joining the Yacht Club, to be joining all the folks that love the Memphis Showboats, because guess what, baby? We're starting off 1-0 to start off the UFL season. Got the big win in Houston against the Roughnecks at Houston. So next time we play them, it'll be in our house. So let's just go ahead and consider that 2-0 against the Roughnecks, baby. Let's go. All right, we might have got a little ahead of ourselves there, but this was not as easy of a game as I thought it was going to be, guys. I'll be honest with you. I thought we were just going to go into Houston, take these guys out, move on to next week, get ready for the Brahmas around the fourth quarter, okay? It did not work like that, okay? It did not work like that. So let's get this thing started, folks. Showboats are 1-0. We're on to the Brahmas, all right? Tough game against the Roughnecks, man. That defense is nasty for the Houston Roughnecks, okay? Whoever goes up against them, just go ahead. It looks like they're going to be an under factory this season, okay? If they can get a little bit of help from their offense, the Roughnecks, if they can sustain a couple drives for more than like maybe 2 first downs, they might have something over there. But enough about those guys. Let's talk about the Showboats, man. 1-0. I want to talk about my player of the game real quick before we get started. The boy Greg Reeves, okay? Greg Reeves had a hell of a game. 3 tackles, all of them solo, 2 sacks, tackle for loss, had the strip sack fumble at near the end of the game on Jarrett Garantano. Good to see that he just came in and is just still Greg Reeves doing Greg Reeves things. All right. Hopefully he'll be on for maybe a little defensive player of the week nomination. Who knows? There were some good games this weekend, man. That all culminated to the Showboats game at the end of the weekend. Kind of a boring affair, but it had our team in it, so we loved it, right? Right. But it was definitely a cagey affair, cagey game. Not a lot of offense to be found. Let's go on to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, let's start off with the good, and then we'll end with some bad and ugly, and then we'll be all the way back because we're talking about how to beat the Brahmas. All right? With me? Let's go. First off, man, the chef can still cook. Case Cookus is still Case Cookus. All right? 23 of 40, 200 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, over 100 quarterback rating. Obviously, we would love to see a little bit more in the yardage category, a little bit better completion percentage. But I tell you what, man, you watch that game and you see Case Cookus just stand in the pocket and deliver a beautiful ball, whether it was that deep middle ball to Sage Surratt, whether it was the Vinny Papali touchdown. The Case Cookus was basically getting beat to hell back there behind the offensive line. The first drive of the game was very nice, very methodical, marched right down the field. Dawood Davis got involved. Shout out to Dawood Davis, man. He looks like he's going to be an absolute problem this season. It looks like they were trying to get him involved early and often. Pretty sure he led the team with targets, with around 12 targets, I want to say. So expect a lot from Dawood Davis. I was very, very excited to see what he could do. But like I said, man, the Showboats offensive line just needs to bow up a little bit. That again, it's tough when you want to talk about the offensive line for the Boats, because that Houston Roughnecks defensive line is so freaking good, dude. I mean, you hear my boy Ace talk about it on the Roughnecks rundown. They've got 2 defensive line, like the depth they have, they could field 2 defensive lines and still be perfect. Like Toby Johnson, Reuben Foster out there still doing Reuben Foster things. It was amazing to watch that defense play, man. Honestly, kudos to Houston. They're going to be a problem for whoever they play. But the story of the Showboats day was also the defense. The defense is just building upon what we had last year. We've got Carnell Lake back in the defensive driver's seat, calling the plays for the defense. He's got those boys buzzing. It's like they haven't missed a step, and it's like they've gotten better, okay? Because what did they do? They added all the great talent that was out in the dispersal drafts to that defense. So now Carnell Lake's got even better players to run that defense with, to do more things with, to scheme some things up a little differently. So the defensive performance, man, they had 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Kyrie Woods had one, and then I believe TJ Neal down here had the other. Shout out TJ, man. Christian McFarland picks up the Kyrie Woods fumble, scoop and score touchdown for the Memphis Showboats' first touchdown of the season, and we only allowed 12 points to the Houston Roughnecks offense. Now, again, the Houston Roughnecks offense, I'm pretty sure I said it in the last episode. I wasn't expecting much. I figured they would be without Mark Thompson. And whenever Curtis Johnson does not have Mark Thompson, I don't know what happens, but that team just cannot win without Mark Thompson in the backfield. Just what Mark brings to that team is just unquantifiable. It's amazing. And I feel like once he's back in the lineup, they'll probably start winning games. But moving on to that, we also, big thing here, we won the time of possession. Okay, we absolutely destroyed Houston when it came to the time of possession battle. You know, there's a couple of stats they look at in the box score that's like, all right, if this team hit these 3 stats, they probably won the game. That's going to be your field position, turnovers, time of possession. Okay. We were able to get some turnovers. We were able to get decent field position, and we won the time of possession. 39 minutes. Okay, we held that ball for 39 minutes. There's only 60 minutes in a football game. 4 quarters, 15 minutes, quick math, boom, 60 minutes. So we held the ball for basically 40 minutes out of 60. That's a winning recipe, folks. That is a winning recipe. We do not need to go ham on offense, but obviously we would like to see some offense. Okay, it's an offensive league, football. Everybody wants to see offense. No one cares about a defensive battle. I liked it, but let's be honest, we'd love to see some big plays, some more Vinny toe tap, get the toes down. Did he get the tippy toes in bounds? Yes, he got the tippy toes in bounds. So that's the good. The defense is humming. Case Cookis is still that guy. Moving on to the bad. All right, we had to put that bad man, Reuben Foster, in this one because he seemed to cause a lot of the bad. Okay, he got the pick on Case Cookis. I think he had a fumble recovery as well. So Reuben Foster all over the place. He got injured late in this game. I believe Ace already said it was a minor injury and he should be back next week, but check out Roughneck's rundown for that. So the bad for the Memphis Showboats was definitely the offense run game. The run game was non-existent, man. I think we ran Darius Victor about 10 times for a total of 4 rushing yards, okay? You're not winning a lot of games like that. Obviously, we won this one, but that's not a winning recipe going forward. Again, kind of falls back on that offensive line and that defensive line of Houston. That Houston defensive line was just penetrating all day long. Toby Johnson was just wreaking havoc in the middle, eating up space. Adam Rodriguez came in on a few plays, just like a bullet shot out of a cannon, a freaking bat out of hell. Adam Rodriguez, you just see this big white dude just out of nowhere with a clear shot to Cookis, a clear shot to Darius Victor. It was unbelievable to watch, man. That it's starting to turn into a Roughnecks show with how much I love that Roughnecks defense. Okay, if it wasn't for the Showboats defense being number 1, I might put the Roughnecks defense at number 1. You know what I'm saying? But got to get that run game going, man. Case Cookis was our leading rusher with 16 yards. Can't have Cookis leading the rushing. Can't have it. Darius Victor went down late in this game. The coaches didn't really talk about it yet. I haven't heard anything yet. It seemed a little bad. He had to have help off the field. So hopefully Darius Victor's all right. We saw Trey Williams come in, and then Titus Swin came in. And Titus, I saw a little burst out of Titus. I didn't know what to expect out of Titus Swin, but the couple of plays he got after Vito's injury, I like the explosiveness that he could have if we get him in space, get him blocked, all that good stuff. Moving on, special teams unit, man, this one hurt. 2 missed field goals from our boy Matt Coughlin, 56-yarder and a 51-yarder. It kind of looked like the Roughnecks special teams was on it, dude. Like they look close to blocking each field goal that Cogs kicked. And I don't know if that kind of maybe got into Matt's head, maybe messed with him a little bit, because the 56-yarder, he had the leg for it. He had all the leg for it. His his thing is his accuracy. It was just a little wide right. Never really drifted into the left like he wanted to, but it kind of felt like he was kicking around a defender. But I don't know that much about kicking. That's just what I'm thinking. Missed that 56-yarder, missed the 51-yarder. So that's 6 points right there we missed out on. Could have made it a little bit nicer looking of a score at the end, but Matt Coughlin also banged through 2 field goals. His long was 55, I want to say. And expect a big bounce back from Matt. Ain't no, I don't want to say no panic. We're not pressing the panic button yet. It's week 1. A lot of things to clean up, a lot of nerves to get out of there. I got full faith in Matt Coughlin and this special teams unit. No problem. Moving on, man, to the red zone inefficiency. We were 1 for 3 in the red zone. Not, we scored a field goal instead of touchdowns. Those 2 more touchdowns would have been nice. I do like the offense, man. Like from what you see, it has the potential. Okay, especially the passing game. I see a lot more motion. If you were here for the Memphis Showboats of last year with Todd Haley, there wasn't a lot of creativity on offense. There wasn't a lot of motion. You didn't see guys really running open. This year with Flip, already we're seeing some motion. We're seeing some window dressing. We're seeing some good passing concepts. I see guys getting open. Again, just got to get the offensive line to hold up a little bit so Case can deliver the ball to the open guys. But 1 and 3 in the red zone, got to clean that up. And then the only real knock on the defense I could find, because I didn't want to harp on the offense the whole time, guys. I love our offense. I love everything we got going. Obviously, we just need to get better. And that's 8 out of 8 teams will say that today. We all just got to get better. Yeah, every team that won still got to get better. So the one knock on the defense I could find was they allowed 109 yards after the catch for Houston. Okay. I saw there was a little bit of bad tackling out there, a couple missed tackles, guys falling off of guys. Just got to get sound tackling, man. Just got to get back in the lab, work on the fundamentals. When you work on the fundamentals and you're in high pressure situations, you're going to fall back onto your fundamentals. So just got to get the boys in the lab. Carnell Lake will have some tackling drills out there, I'm sure, this week. So not too concerned about that one. Moving on to the ugly. All right, man, here we go. Let's get into the nitty gritty where the boats players and the coaches are going to hate me. And I'm sorry because I'm just some loser online who's not out there with the boys. I'm not in the trenches. I get it, guys. I get it. I just love this team and I just want to give my opinion about it. So here's the ugly. We did not convert any of our extra point plays. We had 2 extra point plays from the 2-yard line. That's the 1 point extra point play. So as you know, there are no point after touchdown field goal kicks for 1 point in the UFL. They scrapped that, and it's all plays from scrimmage to get those extra points. The Showboats went 1 run, 1 pass. The run got absolutely blown up. The pass was behind the line of scrimmage and also got blown up. So we missed out on 2 extra points. So we left 2 more points on the field right there. That's 8 points if you take those. Excuse me. 8 points left on the board if you take the 2 missed extra points and the 2 missed field goals from Coughlin. 8 more points that we could have had just to give ourselves a little bit more of a cushion, not have to, make it such a scary looking game in the fourth quarter there. Moving on to the penalties, man. This one seems easy to clean up. This is an easy cleanup right here. We had 8 penalties on offense. 4 of them were pre-snap. Okay, there was a series there where we went delay of game, false start. You have a delay of game. Okay. All right. Well, let's get ready. Let's get back into our thing. Let's get those yards back and keep it moving. Get back on schedule. Nope. That ain't going to happen when you delay of game and then false start immediately after said delay of game. So 4 pre-snap penalties, man. Those are just mental errors. Those are things that guys just need to be focused. That's all that is. That's easily fixable. It's not like a judgment call. It's not like a holding or anything like that. It's pre-snap penalties. Don't move till the ball snapped. Don't delay of game, cookies. Easy peasy. On first downs, I assume this kind of goes with our run game. inefficiencies here. 1.7 yards per first down play. So every time we had a first down, we barely got 2 yards out of it. So you kind of want to stay ahead of the chains, as all you football fans know. Third and short, third and medium. You don't want to get caught in these 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 situations. And if you look at the next sentence right below, that's right where the Showboats were playing all game. Our average third down distance to go was 3rd and 8. So we were right around that 3rd and 8 marker all the time. Now listen, we converted 9 out of 15 third downs. That's 60%. That's solid. That's solid. Obviously, you would like it a little better, and it probably would have been a little better if we were dealing with 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. So you got to get that run game going, man, and I think that'll really solve all of our problems on offense, which really there's not a lot of besides, the run game. It's a big one, but it's not so big that we can't have things like these screens, these swing passes that can be extensions of the run game. So get the O-line short up, get the run game going, and we're on to San Antonio, okay? We beat Roughnecks. Done with that. It's on to our home opener. The Yacht Club is showing up. Liberty Bowl is going to be rocking. How to go 2-0. So, as you guys know, we're going to be taking on the San Antonio Brahmas next weekend in the Liberty Bowl at home. First game in front of the Yacht Club. First game in front of the Yacht Club as a UFL team. Okay? That game is going to kick off at 11 a.m. local time. It'll be on ESPN. It'll be on ESPN Extra on Sirius XM if you're not able to make it to the game. It'll also be on News Talk 98.9 The Roar, Tyler Springs, Eli Savoy. All those characters over there will be also calling the game for you guys in Memphis that can't make it. And if you can't make it, I get it. 11 a.m. kickoff on a Saturday. Is it Saturday? Saturday, yeah. 11 a.m. kickoff on a Saturday. You probably had a good night Friday. Just roll out of bed Saturday morning. To cure that hangover, just go ahead and start tailgating, baby. Start tailgating about 10 a.m., 9:30, whenever you get out of bed. Because you had a rough night Friday night. You went out, you let the dogs loose, you turned up and turned out. Because it's hardworking people in Memphis, okay? You worked hard all week. You want to have a little celebration on Friday night because you made it through another week. I get it. I get it. So roll on out of bed, show up to the tailgate about 9:30, 10, and fix your hangover with some more drinks. Drink responsibly, please. I don't want to get sued. I don't know if I can get sued. Only a couple hundred people watch this, so hopefully none of you guys are lawyers. Anyway, how do the Memphis Showboats beat the Brahmas and go 2-0? We gotta force third downs. All right? Why do we have to force third downs? Well, if you take a look, let me see something here real quick if I can pull this up for you guys. Yeah, so if you look, the third down for the Brahmas had 14 third down attempts and they only converted 5 of them. So if you get this team to third down, maybe third down and 5, third down and 6, stop them one more time, get them off the field. Okay, get that Brahmas offense out of rhythm. They've got Chase Garbers absolutely slinging it. They got John Trey Kirkland. They got a lot of playmakers. Anthony McFarland, their running back, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, I do believe. Man, the Brahmas came out and put on a show for everybody week 1. AJ Smith's offense is AJ Smith's offense. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know if it would carry over, if Wade Phillips would be able to take on this new team and just have this immediate offensive success like this. Hey, kudos to AJ Smith. I'm going to let you guys know I'm a little scared of this game for sure, but this is how we can win. I can talk myself in to the Showboats winning because this is all we got to do. This is it. Get the Brahmas offense out of whack, get them off their course, get them off platform. Garbers can run. So you gotta have sound tackling, gotta have that gap control. Don't let them get too outside of the pocket, force them inside, and keep them in there. Watch out for the tomfoolery, okay? Brahmas like to get a little tricky. Wade Phillips, old man, got a couple tricks up his sleeve. All right, we probably all saw it. One of the viral videos of the weekend of the UFL was the fake field goal executed by the San Antonio Brahmas, where their punter, Brad Wing, takes the snap. He was supposed to throw it to this guy over here who was double covered. His center, Alex Millette, who was a left end on the play. I don't know. He checked in as eligible. He did everything right to make sure he could be an eligible receiver. He is their starting center, but on special teams, he is not the long snapper. So he's on the field for special teams, but he's not snapping the ball. So the center, Alex Millette, down the field, wide open, 55-yard touchdown pass. Catches it. Brad Wing delivers a ball. The big man rumbles, stumbles. They call it the thick six, courtesy of Cole Kublik and the boys over there. Cole Kublik said, "Fat man touchdown." You know, it was a good call. Good call, good game. Brahmas really took it to the defenders and shocked the world. So they're 1-0. We're 1-0. One of us has to go home 1-1. So that's what I got for you guys, man. Hopefully there won't be any injuries this week. I believe the only one we're really looking at is Darius Victor. If he's unable to go, either expect another running back brought in maybe or something along those lines. Maybe we get one of our receivers back in the running back position a little bit as kind of like a joker, a little Cordero Patterson type of guy that can just go in and out, kind of like Dawood Davis. We saw Dawood take a couple handoffs. Pretty excited, man. It's an exciting season. We're 1-0 on to San Antonio. If you guys like to bet, your boy will be putting together his gambling show later on this week around Thursday or Friday. Sink or swim from the captain's log. Had a rough week last week, but that's week one. We're not worried about that. We're on to week 2. So big boats W again, 2-0. Follow your boy on all the socials. Hit the little subscribe over there. Get your Yacht Club merch on Vintage Varsity 901. Do all that good stuff, man. And then tune into this show next week where hopefully we'll be talking about how to go 3-0. All right? It's nothing but up from here, baby. Go Boats.